Hey there, again. Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever been talking to a woman and found yourself wondering, is she into me? Maybe she's smiling, laughing at your jokes, or giving you that look, but you're just not sure if it's all in your head. What if I told you that women often show their interest in ways that aren't always obvious? They might not say it directly, but their actions and words can reveal a lot if you know what to look for. The truth is, most men miss these subtle signals because they're so focused on trying to figure out what to say or do next. But here's the thing, when you understand the psychology behind attraction, everything changes. You'll start to notice the little things. You know, the way she looks at you, the way she laughs, the way she finds reasons to, sign number 1, be near you. These are all clues that she's interested, and once you know how to spot them, you'll never have to second guess her feelings again. Hey everyone, welcome to Stoic Stream, the place where we dive deep into understanding human behavior, mastering relationships, and unlocking the secrets to personal growth. I'm Adam Stone, and if you're new here, we focus on practical noons advice to help you navigate the complexities of dating communication and self-improvement. Whether you're looking to build deeper connections, boost your confidence, or simply understand the people around you, better, you're in the right place. Today, we're tackling a topic that's been on the minds of men for centuries: how to tell if a woman is truly interested in you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is this so hard to figure out? The truth is, women often communicate their interest in subtle ways, and if you don't know what to look for, it's easy to miss the signals. But here's the good news, once you understand the psychology. Behind these behaviors, everything becomes clearer in this video. We're not talking about the obvious signs like flirting or compliments. Instead, we're diving into the subtle, often overlooked behaviors that reveal her true feelings. These are the little things she does that might seem casual on the surface, but actually carry a lot of meaning. By the end of this, you'll have a clear understanding of her signals. So sign number 2, you can stop guessing and start taking confident action. So whether you're trying to figure out if your crushing is into you or you're just curious about the psychology behind attraction, this video is for you. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could completely change the way you approach dating and relationships. And hey, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Stoic Stream community. We're all about growth, clarity, and mastering the game of life. All right, let's get into it. Sign 1, the lingering eye contact. All right, let's dive into the first sign, the lingering eye contact. Now, this one is subtle, but it's one of the most powerful indicators of attraction. You know, that moment when your eyes meet, and instead of looking away quickly, she holds your gaze just a little longer than usual. That's not random, it's intentional, and it's her way of sending you a signal without saying a word. Let's break this down. Eye contact is one of the most primal and universal ways humans communicate interest when someone is attracted to you. They'll naturally want to maintain that connection, even if it's just for a few extra seconds, and it's like a silent conversation happening between the two of you. And if she's locking eyes with you, especially if she's smiling or her expression softens, it's a clear sign that she's into you. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Eye contact isn't just about attraction, it's also about creating a sign number 3 moment of intimacy. When she holds your gaze, she's inviting you into her world, even if it's just for a brief moment. It's her way of testing the waters and seeing how you respond. Do you hold her gaze too? Do you smile back? These small moments can speak volumes about the connection between you. Now let's talk about the psychology behind this study. Have shown that prolonged eye contact releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This is the same hormone that helps mothers bond with their babies and couples feel closer to each other. So when she's holding your gaze, it's not just her mind that's engaged, it's her body chemistry too. She's literally feeling a deeper connection to you in that moment. But here's the key, not all eye contact is the same. If she's looking at you with a soft, warm expression, it's a good sign she's interested. On the other hand, if her gaze feels intense or uncomfortable, It might just be curiosity or something else entirely. The key is to pay attention to the context. And her body language, is she leaning in? Is she smiling? These are all clues that can help you decode her signals. And let's not forget the power of reciprocity. If you notice her holding your gaze, don't just look away, nussly. Sign number 4, hold her gaze too and let her know you're interested. A simple smile or a slight nod and go a long way in showing her that you're on the same page. So the next time you're talking to her and you notice that she's holding your gaze just a little longer than usual, don't brush it off. Recognize it for what it is, a subtle but powerful sign that she's into you. It's her way of saying, I see you, and I like what I see, and trust me, that's a signal you don't want to miss. Remember, attraction is often communicated in the smallest, most subtle ways, and when you start paying attention to these little details, you'll see opportunities everywhere, so keep your eyes open, literally, and you might just discover that she's been sending you signals all along. Sign 2, the playful tease. Now let's move on to the second sign, the playful tease. This one is a lot of fun, but it's also incredibly revealing. You know, those moments when she's joking around with you, poking fun at you in a light-hearted way, or giving you a hard time. It might seem like she's just being friendly, but there's often more to it than that. When a woman is attracted to you, she often uses playful teasing as a way to create a connection and test your confidence. Let's break this down. Play teasing is a form of flirting, and it's her way of engaging with you in fun, sign number 5, low pressure way. It's like her own little game to see how you respond. Does you laugh along with her? Do you tease her back, or do you get defensive and shut down? How you react tells her a lot about your personality and whether you're someone she can vibe with. But here's why this is so important. Teasing is a way for her to break down barriers and create a sense of intimacy. When she's playfully teasing you, she's letting her guard down and showing you a more relaxed, playful side of herself. It's her way of saying, I feel comfortable around you and I want to keep this interaction fun and engaging. Now, let's talk about the psychology behind this. Playful teasing is rooted in something called social bonding. When two people engage in light-hearted banter, it creates a sense of camaraderie and connection. It's a way for her to build rapport with you and see if you're someone she can have fun with. And let's be honest, no one wants to be in a relationship that feels stiff or boring. Playful teasing is her way of testing the waters to see if you're someone who can keep up with her energy. But here's the key. Not all teasing is the same if her teasing feels light-hearted and fun. Sign number 6. It's a good sign she's into you. On the other hand, if her teasing feels mean, spirit, or overly critical, it might be a red flag. The key is to pay attention to her tone and body language. Is she smiling? Is she laughing? These are all clues that can help you decode her signals. And let's not forget the power of reciprocity. If she's teasing, you don't be afraid to tease. Her back playful banter is a two-way street, and it's a great way to build chemistry. Just make sure to keep it light and fun. No one likes a tease that crosses the line. So the next time she's playfully teasing, you don't just brush it off as her being friendly. Recognize it for what it is, a subtle but powerful sign that she's into you. It's her way of saying, I enjoy your company, and I want to keep this interaction fun and engaging. And trust me, that's a signal you don't want to miss. Remember, attraction is often communicated in the smallest, most subtle ways, and when you start paying attention to these little details, you'll see opportunity. It's everywhere. So keep your sense of humour sharp, and you might just discover that she's been sending you signals all along. Sign 3, the subtle touch. Let's talk about the third sign, the subtle touch. This one is incredibly powerful because it's all about breaking the physical barrier, those moments. Final thoughts when she casually brushes your arm, playfully nudges you, or finds a reason to touch your hand. It might seem like a small gesture, but it's actually a huge indicator of attraction. Let's break this down. Touch is one of the most primal ways humans communicate interest and connection. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll often find subtle ways to create physical contact. It's her way of testing the waters and seeing how you respond. Does you pull away? Do you lean into it? Or do you reciprocate with a touch of your own? How you react tells her a lot about your comfort level and interest. But here's why this is so important. Touch creates a sense of intimacy and connection. When she touches you, even in a small way, it's her way of saying, I feel comfortable around you, and I want to take this interaction to the next level. It's a clear sign that she's interested in you and wants to build a deeper connection. Now let's talk about the psychology behind this. Touch releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This is the same hormone that helps mothers bond with their babies and couples feel closer to each other. So when she's touching you, it's not just her mind that's engaged, it's her body chemistry too. She's literally feeling a deeper connection to you in that moment. But here's the key, not all touch is the same. If her touch feels light, casual, and friendly, it's a good sign she's into you. On the other hand, if her touch feels forced or uncomfortable, it might just be a friendly gesture. The key is to pay attention to the context and her body language. Is she smiling? Is she leaning in? These are all clues that can help you decode her signals. And let's not forget the power of reciprocity. If she's touching, you don't be afraid to touch her back. A light touch on the arm or a playful nudge can go a long way in showing her that you're interested. Just make sure to keep it light and respectful. No one likes a touch that feels invasive or inappropriate. So the next time she casually brushes your arm or finds a reason to touch your hand, don't just brush it off as a friendly gesture. Recognize it for what it is, a subtle but powerful sign that she's into you. It's her way of saying, I feel comfortable around you and I want to take this interaction to the next level. And trust me, that's a signal you don't want to miss. Remember, attraction is often communicated in the smallest, most subtle ways. And when you start paying attention to these little details, you'll see opportunities everywhere. So keep your senses sharp, and you might just discover that she's been sending you signals all along. Sign for the curiosity factor. Now let's dive into the fourth sign, the curiosity factor. This one is all about her wanting to know more about you. You know, those moments when she's asking you personal questions about your life, your hobbies, your dreams, or even your favorite foods. It might seem like she's just making conversation, but there's often more to it than that. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll naturally want to dig deeper and learn more about who you are. Let's break this down. Curiosity is a powerful indicator of interest. When someone is genuinely into you, they'll want to know everything about you. Not just the surface level stuff, but the things that make you. She'll ask questions that go beyond small talk because she's genuinely interested in your thoughts, your experiences, and your perspective. It's her way of building a deeper connection and showing that she values you as more than just a casual acquaintance. But here's why this is so important. Curiosity is a sign of emotional investment. When she's asking you personal questions, it's because she's trying to figure out if you're someone she can see herself with long term. She's not just passing the time, she's actively trying to get to know you on a deeper level. And that's a huge compliment. Now let's talk about the psychology behind this. Curiosity is rooted in something called self-disclosure theory. This is the idea that when two people share personal information with each other, it creates a sense of intimacy and trust by asking you personal questions. She's inviting you to open up and share more about yourself. And when you do, it strengthens the bond between you. But here's the key. Not all questions are the same. If she's asking you about your passions, your goals, or your childhood, it's a good sign she's into you. On the other hand, if her questions feel superficial or forced, it might just be polite conversation. The key is to pay attention to the depth and sincerity of her questions. Is she genuinely listening to your answers? Is she asking follow-up questions? These are all clues that can help you decode her signal. And let's not forget the power of reciprocity. If she's asking you personal questions, don't be afraid to ask her some in return. This creates a natural back and forth and shows her that you're interested in getting to know her too. Just make sure to keep the conversation balanced. No one likes feeling like they're being interrogated. So the next time she's asking you personal questions, don't just brush it off as small talk. Recognize it for what it is, a subtle but powerful sign that she's into you. It's her way of saying, I want to know more about you because I see potential here. And trust me, that's a signal you don't want to miss. Remember, attraction is often communicated in the smallest, most subtle ways, and when you start paying attention to these little details, you'll see opportunities everywhere. So keep your ears open, and you might just discover that she's been sending you signals all along. Sign 5, the mirror effect. Let's move on to the 5th sign, the mirror effect. This one is fascinating because it's completely subconscious, yet it speaks volumes about how she feels about you. You know, those moments when you notice her copying your gestures, your posture, or even your tone of voice. It might seem like a coincidence, but it's actually a powerful indicator of attraction. Let's break this down, the mirror effect, also known as someone is attracted to you. It's her way of subconsciously aligning herself with you, creating a sense of harmony and connection when she mirrors your body language. It's like her body is saying, I'm on the same wavelength as you. But here's why this is so important. Mirroring is a sign of rapport and emotional synchrony. When two people are in sync, they naturally start to mimic each other's movements, gestures, and even speech patterns. It's a way of building trust and creating a sense of unity. So if you notice her mirroring your behaviour, it's a clear sign that she's into you and feels a strong connection. Now, let's talk about the psychology behind this. Mirroring is rooted in something called Lee synchrony, which is the idea that our brains are wired to connect with others on a deep emotional level. When she mirrors your behaviour, it's because her brain is picking up on subtle cues and responding in kind. It's a way of saying, I feel comfortable around you and I want to strengthen our bond. But here's the key. Not all mirroring is the same. If she's subtly copying your gestures, your posture, or your tone of voice, it's a good sign she's into you. On the other hand, if her mirroring feels exaggerated or forced, it might just be a coincidence. The key is to pay attention to the context and her overall behaviour. Is she leaning in? Is she smiling? These are all clues that can help you decode her signals. And let's not forget the power of reciprocity. If you notice her mirroring, you try subtly mirroring her back. This creates a natural feedback loop and strengthens the connection between you. Just make sure to keep it subtle. No one likes feeling like they're being copied on purpose. So the next time you notice her mirroring your behaviour, don't just brush it off as a coincidence. Recognize it for what it is, a subtle but powerful sign that she's into you. It's her way of saying, I feel connected to you and I want to strengthen that bond, and trust me, that's a signal you don't want to miss. Remember, attraction is often communicated in the smallest, most subtle ways. And when you start paying attention to these little details, you'll see opportunities everywhere. So keep your eyes open and you might just discover that she's been sending you signals all along. So there, you have it, 6 subtle signs that she's into you, from the lingering eye contact, the playful tease, the subtle touch, the curiosity factor, the mirror effect, and the effortless glow. These are all clues that she's sending your way. Did you recognize any of these from your own experiences? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and insights. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might need this advice. Understanding these signs can completely change the way you approach dating and relationships, and sharing this knowledge could help someone else level up too. And hey, if you're new here, welcome to Stoic Stream, the place where we break down human behaviour, relationship, and self-improvement with a grounded, practical approach. If you're ready to take control of your dating life, build deeper connections, and become the best version of yourself, hit that subscribe button and join the Stowe Exton community. We're all about growth, clarity, and mastering the game of life. Don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. Also, if you want to dive even deeper into understanding attraction and relationships, check out the links in the description for more resources, including our free guide on decoding body language and building confidence. It's packed with actionable tips to help you take your dating life to the next level. Thanks for watching, and remember, understanding these signs is just the beginning. When you start paying attention to her behaviour and the subtle signals she's sending, you'll see opportunities everywhere. Relationships are all about connection, and the more you understand these little details, the more confident you'll feel in navigating them. This is Saint Extreme, and I'm Adam Stone. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep striving to be the best version of yourself. Stay tuned for more videos like this, where we dive deeper into relationships, communication, and personal growth. And remember, the journey to mastering. Relationship starts with understanding yourself first. So take what you've learned today, put it into action, and watch how your connections transform. See you in the next one video.